So you finally picked the fighting game for you. And obviously our next step is gonna be picking our main. So you go down, you sit down, you got your arcade stick or your controller in your lap, and you look at the character select screen. Oh God, how do I choose? I'm back! Again with the stupid questions, bro. You already know the answer. Go to a tier list and pick from the top 5 of any game. What if I don't like them? It doesn't matter. What if they're boring? Doesn't matter. What if they're too complicated? Doesn't matter. Play the strongest character. Let's get into it. Picking your first main in a fighting game is kind of like picking a food item off of a brand new restaurant that you've never been to before. I mean, there's the anxiety of, oh my God, there are so many options, I don't know what to choose from. Luckily for you, the same thing from part 1 applies here. The rule of cool. Pick the character that looks the coolest to you. Do they have a sick design? Do they match an aesthetic that really fits your vibe? Are they a zoner and you like to be on the back end, kind of farther away, shooting projectiles and going crazy? Or maybe they're a rushdown character because all you want to do is press your buttons and get off your offense. Maybe they take a lot of mechanics and true fundamentals in the game, and that's what you want. You want a character that's going to help you learn. There are 4 things you want to think about when you're thinking about the rule of cool for a character. 1, do they look cool? Check. 2, what's their personality like? Because you're going to be sitting with this character for a minute. Does it look cool to you when they're doing their shit on the screen? Because here's the thing. If you really plan on sinking a lot of time into a fighting game, that means you're also going to be sinking a lot of time into this character. And you don't want all that time with this character to be spent going, what the fuck am I looking at? Rule of cool always applies, but you gotta make sure that it's not just cool in one aspect. You gotta make sure that you like most of the things of the character. And some of those things you're not even gonna find out are cool until you start getting in the game and playing with them. And this is honestly a really good transition to the next bit. Do they feel good? Like, okay, yeah, they're pretty cool. But are they actually fun to play? Number 1 thing you should do when picking up any fighting game is look at the roster, get a list of like 4 or 5 characters that look cool to you, go into the training mode, and start pressing their buttons. But this isn't about learning their game plan. This is about just looking at their buttons and if they look fun to use or not. Because you're not going to know what counter hits to fish for, or what moves are best on whiff punish, or any of these inside baseball terms that you might not even know yet. What's the most important? It goes back to rule number 1. Do their animations look cool, and do their moves feel good? Once you're done pressing their buttons and getting kind of a feel for how they get around the arena, go into their combo trials. Most modern games have a good list of basic combo trials that'll get you through most of like early ranks in any game. So go in and see if there are combos that are either easy enough for you to kind of get down and practice and feel good with, or hard enough to keep you locked in and focused on them. You don't want to focus too hard on combo trials though, but that's for a video for another day. And then after you've done all of that, that's when you can kind of figure out what their game plan is. But 9 times out of 10, you're gonna have to watch either a tournament or you're gonna have to watch some random YouTuber who makes a 2-hour long guide on a character. That's not every, you know, that's not every character guide. That's just a few Tekken creators because Tekken players are nerds and we can't help ourselves. So it says here that you are very strong with your 50-50s, but people tend to struggle with you when it comes to your mechanical skills? What does that mean? What? Oh my God. I think we should hear her out. No. Okay, so let me get this straight. You're an Italian exorcist who exorcises demons with magical Quincy powers from Bleach, and everything about you is a JoJo's reference, and you run around screaming nonsense.
Sparisci!
Did you just say Sparici?
Yeah!
You're so cool. You're the one. All right, you win. You're hired.
Preparati.
So after all of that, you've got your character picked out, and you're ready to start playing the game. You put some hours in, and after a short period of time, you're not really having fun. Or maybe you're just not making that much progress. But now you've got so many hours in this character and in this game, you feel like switching is a mistake. Well, guess what? I'm here to tell you that sometimes switching is exactly what you need to do. In the early stages of playing fighting games, the number one thing that you gotta remember is that you are experimenting. Wait. You can't switch mains. Why? Why not? What's wrong with switching characters? Dude, you have hundreds of hours on that character. So, what does that have to do with anything? You're gonna lose all your progress. That's not how progression and learning works.
Oh no. He's fucked.
Ignore
He's fucked.
him.
He's gonna drop the game.
When I first started playing Tekken 8 a few years ago, I spent 300 hours playing Hwoarang. Yeah, pretty far difference between Hwoarang and Claudio, if you ask me. But I had to switch. I was stuck in the orange and red ranks for months during Season 1, and I was just getting by off of WoW's infinite mix-up potential. I was just knowledge checking. I was scrub killing my way through the ranks, and then I met a hard stop. And this was when I had to look introspectively. What is it that I'm doing wrong here? At that point, I basically had two options. Tough it out and keep not having fun with WoW, or go back to that list that I made and pick somebody else. And you know what? Apprehensive as I may have been, I ended up picking somebody else. I went with Claudio for one specific reason. He was the exact opposite of Hwoarang. He had half the move list, nowhere nearly as many mix-ups, and he was forcing me to play slower. That was until I learned how to properly run his offense, but that's a story for another day. After all of that, all those hundreds of hours I had in the game, I didn't let that stop me from trying something new, because it's always about who's the most fun and who's going to be the best match to make the game click for you. I did the same thing in Street Fighter 6, 100 hours on Juri Han, just for Ingrid to come out, and instead of being hard stuck silver, I shot all the way up to plat. Sometimes you gotta break up with your main and find somebody new. That doesn't mean you can't come back. They're not going anywhere. Listen, I've had a blast playing this game with you for the past 100 hours, but unfortunately, I think that you might not be the right fit for me. And I know that sounds bad, and I know it's not cool, but I really want you to know that it wasn't you. It was me. And right now, what me needs is them. I hope you can understand where I'm coming from. The best character for you isn't always going to be at the top of the tier list or who's going to be the easiest one to get dubs with. The best character for you is the character that you are having the most fun with. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching episode 2 in the How to Actually Get Into Fighting Game series. I've been working really hard on this series. I'm having a really fun time. Full transparency, I had to redo that whole last 2 minutes of the video because I lost all my audio. I'm actually looking over at OBS right now trying to find it. Doesn't matter. Make sure to subscribe, leave a like, and you know what? Leave a comment down below if I helped you pick a main this week. Or if you already play fighting games a lot and you've been through all this, leave your own story down below so that way a new player might get some inspiration from you. Next week, we're going to be talking about how to actually have fun in fighting games outside of the ranked ladder, so stay tuned for that. And as always, my name is Bonald Barry, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye. You just have to decide which direction you want to go in. That one. Where are you going?